Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I finished this movie in the fucking movie theater parking lot a minute before Fallout started. Like the trailers that were playing. I was fucking sitting there like to the last second trying to finish this up. Man, talk about cutting it close. Now this opening airplane scene, a lot of people don't seem to know this, but he really did that many times too. They like went around like a bunch of times and just to get the shot right. They really took off with him on the side of the plane like that. Yes, he was harnessed in, but they had to like clear everything around the runway because like if anything, even like a little blade of grass hit him at that speed, it would have went right through him. So that was crazy. Tom Cruise is a maniac when it comes to his stunts that he does for his films. These huge elaborate things, and this airplane one has got to be one of the biggest for sure. Then we move to this record store scene. And he has to watch this girl get shot to death right in front of him when he's in this glass cage of emotion. And I feel bad, man. Just sitting there, this beautiful girl just getting cut down. Oh, so bad. And then the IMF is shut down again. They bring it back at the end of Rogue Nation, but you know, here we go, shut down again. And then it's reinstated at the end of this again. So it's just like goes away, comes back, goes away, comes back. And then this fight scene where they're like interrogating or torturing Ethan or whatever. And he does this like he gets up on the pole and he like gets his body straight into like a plank and he just like jumps his way up. That is so cool, man. The muscle control that would take. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's bullshit. I don't know if he did that for real. If he did that for real, oh my God, dude. This dude is in his late 40s and he's doing something. Probably isn't, but that was so cool. That pipe jump. I'm sure the pipe jump, though, that was fake for sure. But the jump, like getting his body sideways like that, I know that people can do that, but man, that is insane. I can't even do shit like that. That's crazy stuff. He's running down this hallway and there's these guys firing straight at him and they can't hit him. These like trained assassins can't hit him, raiding straight down a hallway. There's nowhere to go on either side and he's just running straight and they're firing straight down the hall. I feel like you could have given the gun to literally anyone and they could have just fired straight down. There's no way they would have missed. I think he does get a little, maybe hit it somewhat. He's bleeding, but they never really say that if he was shot or not. And so I don't think he was, but maybe it was just cut from the fight. Alec Baldwin is added to the cast here. And he plays a hard ass and he's keeps interrogating Benji, trying to get him to see if every single week they interrogate him. They give him this polygraph to see if he knows where Ethan is, if he has an allegiance to him or anything. Benji has to fake and beat the polygraph every single week. That has got to be very difficult to do. And so they go to this like opera and there are like 3 assassins there. They got Rebecca Ferguson, who's fucking smoking again. And then oh shit, wait a minute. No, wait. That's funny. I just realized in my Ghost Protocol review that I called the other girl Rebecca Ferguson in it because I was thinking about this movie and I forgot, but it's the other chick that's in that movie. I don't know what happens to her, but that's hilarious. I said Rebecca Ferguson. I didn't even mean to. Just remembering that now. She didn't come into this one, dummy. The other chick, whoever, I don't know who this chick is here, but, sorry, this one. God dang it, this chick here on this side. She's hot as hell, too. Can't believe that's fucking funny. Oh well, I'm leaving this in. I don't give a shit. I'm not, I don't know, whatever. But, yeah, so they have 3 gunmen and none of them can hit this freaking Chancellor, dude. And we find out that the Syndicate is responsible for all these big, huge disasters and they're trying to work towards this global domination by turning everyone on themselves. We get Ving Rhames back here. We get Peg back here. A lot of good humor from them. And One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Benji is talking about the mission. She's like, "It's impossible," and he listens to it, and he's like, "Well, all you have to do is hold your breath for 2 minutes." And he's like, "Well, what about the minute this and that?" He's like, "Well, then 3 minutes." It's like, it's not even. He's like, it sounds hard, but I mean, it's not impossible. Like he can. Like I just love that he's just so blasé about it, and it's just like, Ethan can do it. No big deal. Like it's not a big deal at all. He has to jump through this fucking thing. The current takes him down. It's insane. I mean, it's so wild. It's so cool looking. But I just love how he's just like, whatever, no big deal. And Ethan goes and dies down there, and she breaks him out. And then she betrays them and runs off. And I like that Ethan is all messed up from dying. I like that he doesn't just pop back up and he's like totally fine. He's like completely out of it. And he tries to do like an Ethan thing and slide across the car, Dukes of Hazzard style, and he just like falls over. He's so messed up. And he's like, "You sure you want to do this? You were just dead a minute ago." And he's like, "What the hell are you talking about? Like, I'm good." Or he doesn't even know he died. Like, that's also possible. Because when he wakes up, he doesn't seem to realize that anything had happened. And then they jump on motorcycles, and that motorcycles freaking chase is intense, cutting through cars, and it is just freaking adrenaline fueled awesomeness. And you can just tell that Rebecca Ferguson is just like bummed that she has to do this. She does not want to turn on Ethan. She does not want to do what she's doing, but she just has to do it and hates it. And then she's ordered to kill him, which of course she does not want to do, nor does she think she's going to, and obviously she ends up not. She gives him the option, like before they commit to this big final hoorah here. She's like, "Fuck it, like there's always going to be people like this. There's always going to be guys like you to stop it. Like, just leave with me right now. Let's just go. You and me, we'll just take off. We'll be happy. We'll travel the world. We'll fuck. We'll fall in love. Let's just go be happy. Like, we're done with this. You've given enough. I've given enough. I'm done with all this shit." And he just can't do it. He can't give it up. Ethan is too committed to this. In fact, like, it makes sense though, because he had the opportunity to stay with his wife. And she knew that if he stayed, then he wouldn't be out there doing what he was meant to do, protect the country, the world, whatever. Like, her being with him takes away him from us. Like, and he made that sacrifice to leave, and she made that sacrifice to let him leave. And for him to just run off with her in that moment, as enticing as it is, it would not have been true to his character. It would have been true to that moment between him and his ex-wife. So, but I like that she offers that, like, you know, it's a very Kylo Ren moment, like, let the past die, kill it if you have to, like, let's let the First Order burn themselves down, let's let the frickin' Resistance die, like, let's let it all go, like, I don't care, like, let's just go off and do something else. Nope, we're not doing that. So they have to go abduct the Prime Minister, and this is kind of when Alec Baldwin gets on their side of things. And then they decrypt the thing, and they have the bank accounts, and they find out there's like billions of dollars in there to fund this organization, the syndicate, for years and years to come. And so Ethan destroys the damn thing and memorizes. We think that he at least remembered one number. Who knows if he remembered all the rest of them. Benji has a freaking bomb strapped to his chest, and Ethan tells him, like, you got to deal with me. I am your flash drive. Writes it down, hands it over. I feel like that guy could have been like, all right, like, once you're in my custody, I will let Benji go. But no, he lets him go and then gives the guards enough distance for them to fight it out and run away. That seemed pretty stupid of him to do. It's like, all right, get up, march over to my guys, you know, let them put you in handcuffs, and then I will let Benji and the chick go, no problem. But no, he just lets him go. That's pretty stupid. And then, yeah, there's this big chase sequence where she's knife fighting this dude, and like Ethan jumps through the window with this guy as they're running past a really cool action sequence. And then he lets dude chase him, the main villain here, and he jumps down to this thing, and then boom, poetic justice, roles reversed. He traps this guy in a glass case of emotion this time, and payback. Locks him in this crate, throws him in the back of the truck, and he's done with it. And he frees the girl. She's got her life back, and of course she's in the next one, so you know that ain't the truth. She's gonna be back. I like that when he's down in the water thing. I forgot to mention this, that he's like 50-50 on the card. He has two cards and he's just like about to black out, and he just takes a chance. He could have just picked wrong. That would have been it. They would have all been dead. So that was some luck, and that's just what this series always talks about. Like, a lot of it is just hope, luck. Like, even though there's a lot of talent involved too, and perseverance and just tenacity and stuff like that, a lot of it is just blind luck. And just going on hunches and all sorts of stuff like that, which that's not what they're into at all in the IMF and any other organization, but this is how Ethan does business. And it works out for him, although it wouldn't work out for many people. But they're not Ethan Hunt, right? So anyways, all right, that's it. Moving on. Now I get to do a spoiler-free Fallout, which I hate doing fucking spoiler-free reviews. If you ever watch me do spoiler-free reviews, I think you know maybe that I'm not a big fan of doing them. I'm always just like, I liked it, and people were good in it, and cool action sequences, and yeah, so there you go. Like, I don't know what the fuck to say usually, so it sucks, but all right. Moving on, we'll see what I can come up with.